Happy Tuesday! All right, this is like I don't know how many takes, but we've got earphones now. We're gonna get my good friend Shannon on here with me, and I'm gonna tell you why we're drinking mimosas on a Tuesday. So I'm gonna wait until Shannon gets on. You guys, I'm super excited. It's July 2nd, 2000. To be Yay!
Yay!
Okay, awesome. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. I hear a little bit of an echo still, but I think we're good.
Okay, if
Hopefully.
you're on live, can you please tell us if there's an echo and if you can hear us? If you can't and it's that bad, we will do some damage control.
I almost drank my whole mimosa while I was going through that stressful situation. All right, I think we're good.
Awesome.
Your background looks so pretty. Your wall looks amazing.
Thank you. I did that myself.
I know. I love it. I love it. All right. Okay. So I think we're getting some viewers. If you're coming on live, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching the playback, you can also let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know if it's a replay. Casey, do you want to kick this off since you started the video, or do you want me to kick it off?
You go right ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, we tried to go live on my page, but we were having issues. But anyway, here we are. We are celebrating 1 year of being in business together at Monat. Yes, it's pronounced Monat. And we decided we're going to celebrate with mimosas today because I think we both have a love for champagne. Hey, Tiffany, thanks for hopping on. So really, we don't want to make this video too long, but we really wanted to come on and celebrate and thank all of the people who have supported us. I want to thank all of my customers. And I really want to thank Casey most of all because, I'm going to see if I can make you cry today. So I just want to share a little backstory about how Casey and I met. So Casey and I were both, I'm just going to lay it all out there today. Casey and I were both Beachbody coaches way back when. And she and I both kind of went through the same personal struggles or struggles with that business. Not that that's a bad business. A lot of people do very well. I did it for 4.5 years. I absolutely loved it. It was perfect for me with what was going on in my life at the time. I had little babies at home. And so I really loved being a coach. But after 4.5 years, it just wasn't a right fit for me anymore. And so I joined a new company, and I'm not afraid to say so. And that's actually how Casey and I met. She was also a Beachbody coach, and she ended up joining the same company that I was with. And I did not bring her into the business myself. She was actually like two people below me. But we hit it off right away. I had made a video about being a stay-at-home mom and needed to try something new. And whatever that, you can share later, but that message must have resonated with you. And we've pretty much been friends ever since. And we were also in that previous company together for about 1.5 years. And I don't want to bring up any negative or bad things about that. We'll just say it did not work out. We both learned, I think, a ton. I know I did. A lot of valuable information, a lot of skills that I did not have when I was with Beachbody. And when that took a dive, I honestly almost didn't want to do anything else. And I know, Casey, I think you went through the same thing. It's like, do I want to start from zero all over again? And I went back and forth with that. And today is, celebrating that decision that Casey and I both made. We made the decision together, and we decided to partner with a company that she and I, which is funny, we were both using the products and didn't know it. And so we were such good friends that she said, if you ever leave this company, I'm going with you. I don't care where it is. So I knew, and Casey has said this before too, I knew that I did not want to leave the profession after the agonizing decision to leave the last company. It just works for me. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and it fits into my schedule. I can do it when I want. I don't have to find a babysitter. I don't have to leave my kids at home. And it's just been an amazing decision. And so that's why we're celebrating. And before I go on for too long, I'm going to let Casey share a little bit about that and also share why she clicked join. And then I'll give you the reasons why I finally decided I want to stay in this profession and this is the company that I want to partner with. So Casey, share a little bit about you and why did you click join?
Yeah, so definitely right on track with what Shannon was saying. Once we realized that the last company was not an option anymore, um, the idea of leaving this community, this profession, just like I felt like something was missing. I felt like I had this unused potential that I had finally found a place to put it beyond being a mom. I had finally found this place where I could like put some energy into that felt good to me. And so to give all that up, I was like, wait a minute, what? I don't like it just like really made me sad really that it was like that chapter had the potential of ending. And I was like, no, this is my decision on whether or not this chapter ends or not. And I'm the only one that can decide to continue it basically. And I just needed a different chapter to write within that. And so like Shannon said, what's funny is we didn't want to leave each other because we had developed such a strong relationship. And then when we both kind of said this at the same time, we were like, you tell me what company you're looking at. You tell me what company. And like we literally said the same company at the same time. And at that point forward, I can remember us chatting. I was actually on vacation at the time, you guys. I was at the beach with my family, and I can remember us chatting. And as we looked into it more, as we found out the details, as we talked to people about it, it was like each step just felt more solidified. Each step kind of had that pulling on me, where the more I learned about the company and the opportunity and the comp plan, it was like, okay, I can't get this out of my mind now. And I can remember talking to my husband about it one point, and he was like, okay, whatever, like another one of those. My husband's always been very supportive of me. I'm pretty sure he's on here. He's always been very supportive, but I could tell he was
I
kind
just
of
saw him
like,
pop on.
yeah, I can always tell he's always been kind of like, okay, like really, like a third one. And there was just a point where he came home from work one day and I was like, honey, I did it. And I just got so excited I couldn't wait anymore. It was that point where it was in my head and I was like, all right, Shannon, we gotta go. We gotta do this. And I can't stop thinking about it. I'm one of those people that once I get something on my mind, I just had to do it. And 1 year later, I am 100% blessed and thankful that I made that scary leap, even if my husband thought I was crazy.
Tell me, so if you're watching this live or on the replay and you've struggled with um, feeling uneasy about the company you partnered with, or things just don't feel like they're going right, drop a 1 in the comments. I don't think Casey or either of us would ever encourage somebody to leave, to go somewhere else, unless you just really don't feel like it was the right decision. And if you've given it at least a year, I'm going to say that you have to give it at least a year before you can make up your mind. And you have to be all in. You can't be tiptoeing. So if you've done that, you've been in a company for a year and you're struggling and you just don't know why, drop a 1, or at least let us know that we're not alone. And some of the top people in our profession have been involved in more than one company. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You're just going to waste time if you let that get to you and be embarrassed about what other people are going to think. Sure, we were both like, third company, we're going to look like morons. But hey, I'm glad I did it. We're both glad that we did it. So tell me, Casey, what has happened in your life since joining Monat, and what are you looking most forward to going forward?
Oh my gosh, so much has happened in the past year. I like to consider my 3 companies like stepping stones. I think I've told you this before that the first was like it opened this world to me. The second is what kind of gave me the confidence, and this third one is endgame. Like I am so excited about everything to come. I never in my life thought that I could earn a free trip, and Shannon and I just went to Vegas back in April, completely paid for, and it was the most awesome time ever. We
Yep.
went to Washington, D.C. together. That was part of the conference. Um, I'm on track to pushing to win, or not win, but earn a trip to Cancun. And there's just, I mean, when I think about over the past year how much my life has changed because of this, I think my husband even sees it. He will tell me, he'll hear me talking on live videos like this or in the other room when I'm on the phone with someone, and he's like, dang, like, you were really good at that. And like, think he even sees that improvement, whereas, like, trust me, when I first started out, I was like awful. I told
Yeah.
my dear friend that is starting out, I talking to her this morning, and I told her, I said, you can't compare your chapter 1 to my chapter 10. You just can't.
Yeah.
And more than anything, I've just seen confidence. And I am so grateful because of that, because I know that that's what's going to get me everywhere in life.
Well,
What
I've
have
got to
you
see,
been?
I got to see you go from when we first joined the last company till now, and it's amazing. You're amazing.
Hmm.
That's all I have to say about that.
You're amazing
So
too.
I wanted to just share the other reasons why I clicked join, and then what I'm most
Yes.
excited for, and then we're gonna wrap this puppy up. So like I mentioned, I was a customer, and I was a customer not because I had an issue with my hair, but because I was just being a good friend and trying a product for somebody. But I'm so glad that I did, because I absolutely fell in love with the products. And I am that skeptical person. I am that person that wants to try it if I've been hearing about it. But if I don't love it, then I'll stop using it, or I'll cancel. And I realized that I was already using a product that I loved. I loved the customer experience, and I was getting free products every time I ordered, and it totally sucked me in. I'm like, well, if I love my experience this much and I love the results this much, like, other people are going to have the same experience. So from a business perspective, I was like, duh, this is kind of a no-brainer. Again, that little voice in my head, like, oh, really, are you going to join a third company? But really, it came down to my customer experience. And what I've learned over my 7 years of doing this is customers are important. You have to have customers, and not just customers, but happy customers who want to reorder because they want to, not because they have to, not because they're on auto ship, but because they love your product genuinely and they want to reorder. So that was another reason that went into my decision-making process. Also, knowing that I could do this on social media, because our previous company started to lean more towards home parties. I'm like, I didn't get into this to start doing home parties. Like, people don't like to be invited to home parties, and they don't like to go to home parties. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I would rather go to a home party just to visit and socialize than to go for a pitch of a product or a company. That I'm just being honest. So knowing that I could share before and after pictures, share pictures of my hair, share, my experience on social media, I knew I could do this 100% on social media. That also went into my decision-making process. So those are my reasons. What I'm most excited for in the future is who's going to be next on our team that's going to, like, take this and run with it. What are they going to be able to do? What are they going to be able to pay for? We've been able to pay off our minivan a year early because of this opportunity. So yeah, how awesome is that?
Cheers to
Like,
that. Cheers
I've
to
never,
that, Shannon. That is so amazing.
I've never had a paid for car ever in my life, ever, ever. I've always had a car
That's so
payment.
awesome.
So to knock one of those out it's awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm most excited to see who's going to be on our team next. I'm going to let Casey say a few words after this, but if this video resonates with you at all, if you're struggling in your current business and you've been doing it for at least a year, you're not getting support, or you know that you've given it your 100% all, but it's just not working for you, feel free to reach out to us. Right now, we have amazing incentives. I think the champagne's getting to me. Incentives for, by the way, I'm not going anywhere today except my pool. So for both customers, new customers, and new market partners. Casey and I are building this team. We've been doing it a year, and we plan on doing it for 5 more years, 10 more years. So we want you to be a part of it with us, and feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we'll get you the information that you're looking for, answer all of your questions, all that good stuff. So I'm going to let Casey close it out. Anything else you want to say about our 1-year anniversary?
You know, all I have to say is, man, this year flew by. Like, it really did fly by. And that's life right now, is that it is flying by. The older I get, the faster it goes. And
Yep.
I can only, like, if I had waited any longer, I wouldn't be celebrating this 1 year. I wouldn't have earned the things I would have earned in the time I did. And so one of my favorite quotes is, never be afraid of the goal. The time's going to pass. At the time it's going to take to reach a goal, the time's going to pass anyway. Well, the same goes with an opportunity like this. The longer you wait, the more you're missing out on stuff. And you guys, Shannon was right. There are some crazy good incentives right now with July 4th going on. They are so good. I've never seen a company open up a founders program after they have been around for 4 years that you can earn founders shares for a almost $1 billion company. So you guys, now is the time. We ain't going anywhere, and we are just super excited. I can't wait to be cheersing 2 years with you on a live
Absolutely.
again next year, and maybe we'll do shots then.
Ooh, sounds good. Tequila. Save this to your phone.
All right, you guys
Save it
have
to your
an
phone.
awesome Tuesday. I will. You guys
Thanks,
have an
everyone.
awesome Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on.